Hi, Best Buds. It's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today is hashtag tagmetuesday. I invite you all to join the Facebook group. The link is down below. You will need to accept the rules. The real rules are to be kind to everyone and that there's no selling on that site. And there is one more question. You do not have to have the answer to it, but the answer is hashtag Cathy Sewing Happiness. So what we do over there is you show us your version of the Tag Me Tuesday project. So I do request that you not just show us on what you're working on this week, but you stick to the Tag Me Tuesday projects because our personalities come out in our crafting, and it's wonderful to see the same project done and decorated in different ways. So I invite you all to join. Down below is the link. Remember, you'll have to accept the rules. So this right here is the cutest little piece of ephemera. It gives you lots and lots of journaling space. Now, you can make this a belly band by gluing the top and gluing the bottom, and then you would have your belly band right here, and then look what happens. You just flip open the top flap and pull it out, and look at all that journaling space. Now, if you don't need a belly band for your project, or you don't want to do that, you could glue it down on all sides and decorate your page. You could glue it down on 3 sides and use it for another tuck spot underneath. You could pop it into a pocket or a belly band, and you could decorate it up in that way. You could send it out in your Happy Mail. Either way, I think it's super cute. And let's get started. Now, believe it or not, you guys, I've done this video like 5 times. And so I have folded my paper here. We are going to go ahead and fold this paper together. We're going to turn it so it is the print that you want underneath. And my page is 10.5 by 8. You could use paper pad paper, you could use digitals, you could have printed on the back, you can have coffee dyed on the back, you could have it plain white. It does not matter. That's up to you. We're going to take our paper, we're going to fold it in half. So let's do that. Let's fold it in half and give it a nice crease. Then you're going to take it and you're going to fold it one more time. So now you're going to end up with something that looks just like this. We're going to open this up and we're going to place it down like this so that the page, the side that you want for the front, that you want to decorate on, is going to be underneath. And we are going to fold it again. Now you'll probably be folding it back on itself. So this first fold is going to just kind of stay on your table. This fold is going to be pushed up like this. And you're going to pull it all the way over to this side. And then you're going to take this one and fold it over like this. And this is the way that you'll need to be when you have that folded out correctly. Now let's go ahead and let's look at this one. So this is the page that I want to decorate. So I'm going to pop this upside down like this. This is my first fold here. I'm going to leave it. This is my second fold. I want it to come off the paper. Take that, pull it on over like this. This fold right here is just folded just like that. And this is how my page is going to look that I'm going to decorate. So the next thing we want to do is we want to turn it, and we're going to fold this down. Now, I should say this before I do any further. If you have a decorated printed page that's like this, and this is really what I'm after. I really don't want to cut this beautiful rose off. But it's too long for my page. Even when I fold this down, it's still going to be too long for the page that I want to place it on. Cut this off before you fold. So we're going to be folding it down about 1.5 inches or so. Let's see, is it 1.5 inches? It's about 1 inch and 1/4. Somewhere approximately like that. You're going to fold this down. But if once you fold it down and you don't want it to be 6.5 inches long, that's too long, then before you fold it, you want to cut this off right here. So here's my second one that we're going to decorate. So I have already folded this one, and if this is too long, you could cut it off right here and that would be fine. Actually, you could cut it right below that, and that's really pretty because I like that light color. But you can cut it to make it fit your page. If you're saying, well, Cathy, that's cute, but it's way too big, too long. Well, you can chop it. And I'm telling you that if you have a beautiful item or print down here that you don't want to cut off, you can cut it off here. If you don't, if it's not, you know, anything like this, you can go ahead and cut it off after you fold it down. Okay, so let's fold this down because I have not done that yet. So folding it down, that's about 1.5 inches, and I'm going to crease it well with my bone folder. All right. So now it looks like this, and it looks like this. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is, as you look at this and you open it up right here, this part right here comes, it opens up, I should say. This is the paper that pulls around in front, and that's what you're going to use to close our little piece of ephemera here. So we're going to save this one and this one. So those are saved. As we pull it out further, this one and this one are going to be removed. And what I mean by, I'll make it darker so you can see. What I mean by removed is, I'm going to highlight this so you can see what I'm talking about. So there's no question on what is she talking about. All right. So you can see, remember when we folded it and we made 3 folds, and then we folded it down, we've got these little rectangles up here. Okay, let's close it up again. This is our front. We turn it over on its side. This is the back. This is the piece right here that's going to wrap around, and we're going to use it to close our ephemera. We're going to keep this one, and we're going to keep this one, and we're going to remove these 2. So let's get our scissors, and I'm going to cut it down from the fold. How far down, Cathy? You could actually put these together. Yeah, it might be even easier. A little ways. I just want it to clear. I want it to be able to clear like that. So as you can see, I cut it down. I put them together and I cut it down. Now you have this extra piece. Now if you want, you could put a pocket on this if you wanted to. I'm not doing that this time, but you could if you wanted. So as you can see, I cut it down from the fold just a tiny bit. And what we want to do is we want to free this up. So I'm going to cut along, and I'm actually going to cut along right at the fold, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to remove this piece right here. So now it looks just like that, because we're going to take this and we're going to glue it onto here to reinforce this, because remember, we're just using lightweight copyweight paper. So we're going to reinforce this. We're going to do this again. So hopefully if you missed this, or you can always rewind and put it on hold while you do yours. Alrighty, let's close that up right there. We're reinforcing our flap. Okay, goes like this and like this. And because we cut it down nicely, it's clearing right here. Everything's clearing. And we can fold it with ease. That's wonderful. That just folds so nicely. Now let's go ahead and let's do this one. Let's talk about it. This is the front. This is the flap. Over here on the back side, right here, this is the one we're going to save. So open it up, And we're saving this one and the one right next to it. And I mean these little rectangles. We're going to take out this one and we're going to take out this one. Let's highlight the folded area so that you can see it easily. I'm going to do that as well. Actually, I better do this one too. Okay, so now we're going to cut right here. And we're going to cut down, is that 1/4 of an inch? Somebody's going to ask me. It's not really 1/4 of an inch. It's shy of 1/4 of an inch from, let's highlight this so you can see this better. From the top of these papers to the fold in our flap, it's just shy of 1/4 of an inch. So let's go ahead and let's cut this down. Actually, I put them together last time and it worked out. It worked out pretty good to put them together. So I'm going to put them together this way so you can see. So we're going to take it down about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, and then we're going to cut this like that. Okay, so it's down about 1/4 of an inch. Let's highlight it so you can see. See, you can see it's down about 1/4 of an inch. Now we need to free this one. We're going to free this one on the line or right above the fold line to this fold. Cut it to this fold right here so that this can be folded over. But we've got this extra piece right here. We're going to get rid of it. So we're just going to make a little cut here and cut all the way across. Just like that. See if I didn't cut quite far enough. There we go. And that's a little piece that fit right there. That will enable this to close nicely. Actually, it doesn't close that way. It closes this way. Very nicely, and we're going to glue that on. It not only finishes the inside of your flap, but it makes it a little stronger because now there's 2 layers of paper instead of just 1. So glue that like this, and then this is our flap. Wonderful, right? Now if this is too long, remember you can cut this off at this point. Let's go ahead and let's angle our flap. So this is the flap right here, and I am going to take a little bit off right up to the fold. So I'm taking this corner area off like that. Now you can use this if you'd like. I need to because I'm not very good at judging. Some people can judge very well the distance and all that good stuff. I'm not so good at that. So I know that, so I use that to make my cut. So there we are. There's my flap. Let's do the same thing over here. I think it's dried enough. Let's go ahead and make a cut. Take that little piece, turn it around, and use it as your template to cut the other side. So they're similar. They're not, one's not drastically cut more than the other. Now this is where I like to bring in my ink, and my ink color is frayed burlap, and I'm going to ink up all of the folds all the way around, and I'm going to do that, and then we'll be right back. I will be right back, and we're going to do a little bit of decorating. All right, so I have my pieces all inked up, and I really like how they looked when they're inked. Now it is a personal preference, so if you don't ink, that's fine. I've got my little Sannies here, and I thought that we could use these for decorating. Even though maybe they're not per se Christmas papers, I still think they will really be super cute to use our little Sannies on here. I'm not sure what color I want to use for this one. Maybe this green one would be best. Oh, I think they're so cute. Now I do have my labels, and I've printed my labels on cardstock. So if you don't have labels, just cut yourself a piece of cardstock. You could use printed paper if you want. You could stamp on it if you'd like. But you need something that is about the same width as your flap. Now I think that one looks nice on there, although it might look better on this one. And maybe let's bring the green one over here. So what we want to do, and I also have this, and I don't know if I'm going to want this, especially on this darker one. But possibly on this one, possibly, I'm not sure yet. A little bit of paper. I don't want to cover up that rose too much. It might cover up my rose just too much. Okay, let's see. How does it look over here if we use it over here? It was just a thought, just for a little scrap. That's pretty bright. I could ink it up and see if I would like it then. It might be just out. I did use it in my example, so I thought, well, it might be cute if I use it again. Okay, that's not bad. I like it that way now. So let's go ahead and let's glue this all together. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue on my Santa. Whoa, 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 whoa. On my Santa. And I'm going to place my book page underneath it first. And then I'm going to glue the whole thing down like this. Actually, I should have glued my flap down first. Yeah, I would suggest gluing your flap down first. Kind of holding the flap so I don't position my Santa in the wrong spot. Now, when you do your flap, you want to just glue the bottom. That's all, just the bottom, because you need it to be able to have your flap fit in there. You just want to catch a little bit of the flap, not a lot, just a little bit, because if you have too much of the flap, then it's going to make it hard to pop it in and out. You're just going to catch a little bit of that flap right here. This is the flap. You're just going to catch a little bit of it. So let's do that now. I should have done that first in this one right here, because that will determine where you're going to place your decoration down at the bottom. So let's pop this on, and I'm just going to catch a tad, just a little bit of that flap. And then, yeah, my Sanny, I don't know, my Sanny's kind of, I think I'm going to have it go this way. Isn't that kind of strange, and have him cut? I'm going to cut my Santa Claus, so, because I want my rose to show. Maybe you're going to run into that problem too. Maybe you're using a paper that you would rather just have shown and just have a little bit of a Santa. Yeah, he looks fine that way. We kept his face. I think that looks just fine. So grabbing my art glitter glue, that's the glue that I'm using, and I'm going to add my Santa Claus right here on the edge. Then, of course, I'm going to add a little bit of bling. Now, I think I want my bling to go right down here at the bottom. Ooh, that's kind of pretty on there, isn't it? I also have some gold. The gold's nice, too. I have some pink. The pink is really pretty on this one. I have some pearls. Pearls are sweet, too. I really like this pink on there. That's why I used pink on my example. Now, do I want this one or do I want this one? And if I want this one, I think I just need a little bit. I don't think I need a whole bunch. Maybe something like that. All right, you guys, I glued on the bling. I think it looks super cute. So whether you make yours a Christmas theme or possibly just what I call everyday theme, it's going to turn out great. Don't forget to show us your version on the hashtag #TagMeTuesday Facebook group. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.